All right, good morning, folks, and welcome back to Wilderness Wargaming. This morning we're going to go ahead with the Inquisitor Martyr next mission in the main sequence. I'm sorry that this video wasn't out quite on time this morning. Unfortunately, we had a little problem with the connecting the servers the other night, so it wasn't ready in time, and we got a little bit behind. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So let's get in here and see what we have. Alright, so what's up? Investigate the secret Adeptus Mechanicus base on Cardian 2 Cherberg systems. That's Chapter 2, travel to next location. Before we do that, let's have a look at the store real quick. See if they have anything very interesting. If you didn't watch the previous episodes, which will be linked down below, and at the end of the video, we're currently using a Plasma Pistol, Blessed Blade, 45 damage, and set number 2. We have the hand flamer and brazier. I'd kind of like to switch that out for an actual flamer, possibly for the melt-a-gun. Although the melt-a-gun doesn't have as much AoE as I probably want. Let's see what we have here. Hand flamer and rod. I tried that in the weapons video, and I don't like this combination as much because the abilities the hand flamer gets with that combo are very limited. Chainsword and Inferno pistol. That's on my main sister character, not the playthrough one. I do like that. Some higher damage for sure. 56. If there's anything here I'm really into. I think we're just going to stick with what I got for right now and see how I like it. So let's go ahead and to the next location. Okay, Rebel Guard is who we're dealing with. Your difficulty's normal. You know what? I'm going to take this up to hard. We're going to take a little more damage and suffer a little more damage. These early missions have been pretty easy, so we're going to try it on hard difficulty. Acting on the information received from Caius Thorn, I'm approaching the research sanctum of a marginal Adeptus Mechanicus artificer sect specializing in architect artifacts, more specifically in relics with supposed ties to Uber Tiberius, the mythical leader of the Martyr. The research sanctum is not responding to our calls. It might be part of their security protocol, but I'm expecting trouble. Okay. Find it a little odd that there's an entire Adeptus Mechanicus sect just happens to be devoted to this one spacecraft and some agent leader of it, but okay, fine. A little battle sanctum here. That's a nice looking piece of artwork. Yes, we will. Okay. Let's start out with the flamer here. See if there's anything. Chest or anything down here? Nope. One thing in these games I always get a kick out of is figuring out which pieces of the terrain will blow up if you do stuff to them. When I played Diablo 3, that was one of my favorite activities, was trying to get bigger and bigger chains of the of the bigger and bigger chains of the destructible stuff to die. Okay, already definitely seeing a difference in difficulty here. So far, I've been barely touched on health in a lot of these missions. One thing they could have done a little more in this was worked on greater voice line variety. Okay. Yeah, one thing I think they could have done a better job on was voice lines. Uh, some of the generic lines that she says. She calls everybody a heretic, like even when it's a Xenos or a demon or something like that. It's a little bit more. What was that? There was a mine on the floor there or something, maybe? Hmm, I don't know. Okay, I'll try out the plasma pistol here now. Oh, whoops, that's my shield. It's blue, so it looks like it's one of the plasma pistol abilities. Disengage. Oh, that's what that does. Okay, that's handy. I do like that. Hmm. Not too much in the way of loot so far. Probably. It's probably an ancient relic of the past. Yeah, I think we know that it's an ancient relic of the past at this point. Um, oh, okay, cogitator. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the cogitator has to do its work while we protect it. Okay, the cogitator completed its work. So every once in a while, you'll get that something where machine has to do some process um, while you allow the progress bar to fill by defending it. The really even hard mode is not. We have medical supply with it, but I haven't had to use my inoculator yet. It's still not that difficult, even on hard. Might, if this one goes well, even at the end part, I might try the next one on the next difficulty level up. Oh, okay. I had to blast through the security door there. Implant inoculator. Hmm. Okay. There's that leap. I love that Seraphim armor. One of the things I went over in one of the sisters' videos was that Seraphim and Zephyrim both get jump packs. They get Okay, we'll probably have the same thing again here with this one. Oh, this one's easy. They're just coming right at you. It's opposed to from multiple directions. Yeah, this is really not, even on hard mode, this is not actually all that difficult. How's it going back here? Oh, okay, I guess there's not going to be any completion uh, talk on that one. Ooh, wait, check our big map. How do we get there? Oh, we're going to have to go down and around. This dead end? No, there's... Oh, okay. That's most likely we're going to have to go once we have finished up. Okay, last one. You're okay. Hey, you're fine. Oh, it's going slow here. I wonder if that's because I got too far away from it. Okay. Colonel Anderson. Message here for Colonel Anderson. Must be surprised to see this name again, but I have no time to waste on diplomatic pleasantries. I'm aware of your background, including your strange disappearance from the ranks of the Astra Militarum and the tragic death of Commissar Geschke. Under normal circumstances, my approach would be different, but right now I need your services. My agents informed me about your connection to the requisitional expedition. I had dealings with them in the past, but recently our relationship reached breaking point. That's why your beasts need to step in. Destroy the Adeptus Mechanicus presence on Cardian 2. Leave no survivors and take no prisoners. Erase the data vaults. Senior agent of the mine will accompany your men to access the tech priest relics on the base. That's non-negotiable. I will compensate you later for any possible friction. So I bet you the senior agent is going to be the final boss in this level. Once finished, leave a token force behind to take care of any visitors. The expedition has other minor suppliers, and you don't need any loose ends. No wanton destruction of any machinery. These tech priests are more or less outcasts, but their machines are sacred. Avoid tech barbarism unless you want serious fallout from the Adeptus Mechanicus. An interrogator will visit you shortly with detailed information. Should you fail to comply with my orders, the commissariat will learn everything about your recent endeavors. If my messenger is harmed, I will personally torture you to death. Nothing personal, but my authority needs to be respected, even by self-righteous outlaws like you. I'll attach the coordinates of the location where you have to deliver the hostage. Best regards, Inquisitor Klosterheim. P.S. I attacked my binary rosette if you still have doubts about my identity. Use it wisely, or even better, don't use it at all unless absolutely crucial. Wonder what that is. So if we're going to encounter Colonel Anderson here, or if to be the senior agent. Okay. So I guess this guy has a rebel crew of guardsmen. And head through here and get into more trouble. Oh, there's more gas in that area, I guess, or something. Seems like he died of nothing. Okay. So I'm not sure if it's the agent of Klosterheim's or if it is the colonel or who's going to be the boss here. But it seems like Klosterheim, these tech adepts, and Colonel Anderson are all not exactly heretics, but definitely kind of verging on the rebels at least. Like they may or may not be outright opposed to the Emperor, but they're definitely rebelling against the Imperium, at least functional, even if they're doing it only for their own personal reasons rather than any ideology or actual Whoa. Whoops. Screwed that up. Okay, so hard is a little bit hard if you don't do things carefully. So let's come around from the flank this time. Try to take them a little bit more tactically. Use our shield this time instead of just being casual about it. Okay, orders for oh cool, it pauses. Okay, orders for officer. Listen up, beasts. Our business with the cog lovers has been very profitable. It's time to move on. We have a more powerful patron now, and he wants these freaks dead. Orders are orders. I'll keep an eye on everything here on Charkov while you take care of business in the Sanctum. Feel free to whine about the need for secrecy and all, but we all know how much you love to chatter. We don't need that. 1. Study, memorize, and burn the plan I sent you, and follow it to the last letter. We have only one shot. The cog lovers have some impressive gear. 2. We need all of them dead. No survivors except one lucky joker who will work for us from now on. Cut off its limbs if you have to. I don't care. Just bring me a breathing tech priest. Once again, tech priest. No servitors, or I'll be very disappointed. You probably aren't very happy about a gas. Neither am I. Deal with it. He is our connect to the new patron. Do what he says. 4. Don't leave their bodies behind. Definitely don't leave their bodies behind. Don't leave any bodies behind. Definitely don't leave their bodies behind either. These implants fetch a high price. Oh, don't touch, don't tinker with machines unless it's absolutely necessary. You must mean the tech priests. These tech priests are more machine than man, if I can be forgiven for borrowing a quote. So to have every cogitator, vox, or apparatus, I hope I don't need to explain who and what we are messing with. That's why I'm writing on a scroll like an ecclesiarchy scribe. There will be losers. Take it like a man. There will be losses. Take it like a man. You will get your share of your fallen comrades. You will get the share of your fallen comrades. Okay. First round is on me when we get back. If things go sideways, don't return to the station. Use the safe base as a staging point. Okay. All right. I bet that was Colonel Anderson that we just popped. Okay, so he's ready to fight again. He waited very patiently for us while we went through that entire sequence, as did that guardsman. Thank you, gentlemen, for... Whoa, hey, there's another one. You know. Okay. And, of course, the conveniently located end loot box. Ooh, another pistol blade. Intel. Caligari codes. Blessed alloy. All right. Mission accomplished. Oh, a scourge. Okay, we can access the power maul and the power halberd now. Cool. Alright, so what have we got available here? Plasma pistol and blessed blade. 67 damage. Versus this one. Yeah, let's switch that out. That is pretty good. But this one, inocular, 18 capacity versus 15. 10% damage bonus and 10% cooldown reduction. Okay, I like that. Oh, a flamer. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch our hand flamer and razor out for the flamer there. What is this? Intel. We're gonna hold on to that. That's a special mission. I learned the hard way that you have to be very clear. If you are not ready to do these and you click it, you can get teleported in and you can't go back out. If you do, you lose the mission. Okay, so we'll go over here to Captain Van Winter. We're going to ditch all this stuff that we don't want. But for Intel, which we're going to drop in our back bar here. Yeah. Oh, we have 2 of them now. Look at the sell value on those. That's 400,000. So we have over 1,000,000 credits, but so we don't need to sell that. But interesting to know. Now, what has she got over here? Still a whole bunch of eviscerators, melt-a-guns. None of the new weapons just yet, of a sort. Okay, let's talk to the. Okay, he wants to get back out there and fight. Space Marines, once they're back on their feet, though, they heal pretty quickly. I think they're just giving the Magos an excuse to stick around. What does Captain Danwiller have to say? I bet she can. All right, let's do one last thing here. Let's level up here. We still don't have any new attribute points yet. I don't remember when you get them. They are pretty rare. Let's see what we got here. Next level 14. Okay, +1 passive skill point. Catechism of Fire. Okay, that'll be a new faith ability. Fabricatus Scatterfield. Okay, personal teleport. Then at 15, passive skill point. New inoculator component, extra perk slot. Okay, and a greatsword's coming up. Health, we're getting there. I don't have too much more. Okay, inoculator cooldown upon that I do want, because that'll give you your inoculator back if it's not ready when you get into a vulnerable position. So let's take that one, and then let's go back over here and do criticals, because we're emphasizing critical. Percent damage reduction. Okay. Chance of melee skills to critical hit strength. Okay. This one seems to be a +5% critical hit chance. That by itself is pretty good, and a -5% damage reduction. That's awesome. Our build is starting to come together nicely. Critical hits and durability combo right now. We'll probably go into AoEs and dots and single target. I'm going to stay away from the melee and range specific ones so that we can switch weapon types around without too much restriction from our perks, which is a mistake I made on the other sister build. But things are coming together pretty nicely. We're going to have episode 5 coming out pretty quickly, and some other videos coming up in the next few days. So everybody stay safe out there. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. In particular, let me know if there is anything you want me to show specifically about this game. If you'd like me to do any side missions or higher difficulty or anything else. Subscribe to Wilderness Wargaming for more great content in the future, and I will see you again next time.